The folks over at DuckDB have made a new tool and it's called DuckLake. You can go to ducklake.select, you're going to see this site. You can read a manifesto, you can also check the documentation, but perhaps the best way to really explore this new tool is to actually see if we can go ahead and use it. And to do that, I'm going to be using Marimo, which right from the start supports this new tool right away. Now, this is an interactive Python environment that also has great support for SQL. So what I'm able to do is I'm able to declare a Python cell, like above over here. You can see that I'm importing Marimo. But there's also these SQL cells that I can run. So in this particular SQL cell, I'm installing DuckLake, and I'm also attaching some metadata. Note, by the way, that in order for this to work, you are going to want to use DuckDB version 1.3 and up. But by running this, I am now also able to confirm that something happened. There's this data sources panel over here that I can go ahead and explore. And whenever I update a data frame or something in a database that has a connected source, then I'm able to explore it. And here I am able to confirm that just by running this bit of code, we actually do seem to have a connection to a data source here that I can explore. So when I open this up, I can explore main over here, and it does indeed seem that there's lots and lots of metadata. There's a column over here that seems to have all sorts of schemas, there's partition information. So even without knowing anything else, it does indeed seem that there's a lot of metadata that this catalog is tracking for me. So let's see what happens when I actually attach a table. So I'm just gonna run this one cell over here that's gonna attach a table, just like that. I should be able to close this now and actually see that indeed my ducklake.demo that has been created. So all that makes sense. And what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm just going to insert some random data in there. So in Python, you have the random module and you can run random numbers as you see fit. And what I can go ahead and do is I can take this one random number that I've got over here and insert it. But a more convenient way in Marimo to insert a bunch of random numbers is not to do all this stuff manually. Instead, what you can go ahead and do is you can actually run the SQL as part of your Python cell. So there's this marimo.sql function I can call, and I can just use an f string over here to insert lots of data into this one table. So that is something that I can go ahead and do now. A bunch of data has been inserted. And then I follow it up with another SQL cell, and when I run it, I can see that there's lots of data being inserted here. Now, there's a fun party trick we can actually do at this point, because as I've been inserting data, DuckLake is effectively behaving like a proper catalog, and it's also tracking some metadata. The catalog will actually keep that in mind and make versions. And to demonstrate this, we can actually check out the snapshots. There is a DuckLake snapshots function, and I can give it this database that I've created. And when I have a look, you can see that there has been a bunch of snapshots. And this is a nice segue to another trick. Because what I'm able to do inside of Marimo is I'm able to add a slider as I see fit. And whenever I change the value of a slider, then that is something that I can also go ahead and use later and elsewhere. So just as a very quick demo, right, I'm able to change a slider. And as I do that, this slider value also updates. And this can effectively be used as a mechanism to update a cell below. Whenever there's an update over here, anything that depends on this slider called version, it will automatically update as well. So that's cool, but we can also use this value then in a SQL statement. And kind of the neat thing here is that you can do a bit of time traveling. You can travel through all the different snapshots that you've made. And in this case, it's very simple because I've just been inserting random numbers, right? But the fact that you can really combine UIs like this to find the right snapshot of the data in time, and you can really combine your own UI elements, that definitely feels like it's super useful and not just a little party trick. Now, there's way more to unravel here, and in the next couple of days, I'm definitely going to explore this tool in more depth. But what I do hope at this point in time is that you can look at this and say, hey, yeah, if I want to give this DuckLake a spin, Marimo is actually kind of a nice tool to just kick the tires a bit. And to give more of a preview of what you can do here, there's just a lot of metadata to explore as well. So there's table statistics that you can have a look at. I've also found a table that has direct snapshot information, which is very neat. And finally, another thing that I noticed that feels super useful is that there's also this file column statistics table that you can have a look at. And you can totally see how having some metadata like this around can also speed up a lot of queries. We can see here that the minimum value and the maximum value, for example, are being tracked, as well as whether or not it contains not a number. And I can definitely imagine for larger queries that having this metadata around can definitely speed some things up substantially, which is also just very nice. So yeah, this is just a quick preview, but I hope you'll give this a spin.